A man is already walking along a path that intersects with yours, even if neither of you has consciously recognized it. The choreography was set long before this moment, breaths measured, glances pre-written, timing refined in the language of stars and chance. He carries a key you've felt in dreams but never held in waking life, a key that turns the lock on the version of you that has been waiting behind a thin veil of almost. When the meeting happens, and it won't register as coincidence. It will feel like the completion of a promise your soul made before it took its first inhale on this earth. If lately your body has been humming with anticipatory electricity as if some wiser part of you is 3 steps ahead, that isn't anxiety. That's your spirit alerting your mind that one life is dissolving so that a fuller, bolder life can begin through this destined crossing. While that awareness rises, pause with me for a breath and tell me your date of birth and your zodiac sign in the comments. Speaking it aloud marks the ground beneath your feet. It signals to your intuition that you're ready to recognize the moment when it arrives and to claim the story that belongs to you. You've sensed all your life that your flame is distinct, hotter, clearer, more unwavering than most, but you may have trimmed it, cautious not to scorch rooms not built to hold you. You learned to soften your edges, to protect the feelings of those who mistook your radiance for arrogance, your decisiveness for domination. Here is the truth you might have kept at arm's length. Your light was never the problem. The wrong rooms were. The man moving toward you isn't intimidated by brilliance. He's fluent in it. He isn't arriving to compete with your glow or siphon it. He comes lit from within, carrying his own steady fire. 2 luminous beings don't cancel each other. They create a wider field. If what you've craved is a presence that invites you to be the size you actually are, he is the invitation you wrote to yourself. And as we step deeper into this message, take a second to subscribe to Leo Zodiac so you don't miss the next. Insights that help you read the signs, settle your nerves, and follow the golden thread. Your path is accelerating. Let's journey it together. He won't necessarily fit the outline you've kept in your head, the particular height or smile or profession you swore you preferred. Attraction will arrive from a deeper register, a resonance you feel in your bones before you ever put words around it. It will be the sensation of landing, the way you'll know. Your body will turn into an orchestra, tuning to pitch. Your lungs will open as though a window has been lifted in a room you didn't know was stuffy. Every cell will lean forward. He will look at you and, without flattery or performance, speak to the person who exists underneath the traits you curate for the world. The instant you feel seen without being managed or minimized, an old shell will crack and a truer shape will take its place. That small, strategic version of you, careful, accommodating, hypervigilant, will release its grip. In its place rises the self who trusts her own roar, the self you suspected was real but rarely allowed to drive. If your birthday falls between July 23rd and August 2, expect this meeting to emerge through a creative doorway or a professional exchange. A pitch, a collaboration, a room where your work is witnessed and named for what it is. For Leos born August 3rd to August 13th, watch for a social crossover, mutual friends, a gathering you almost skipped, a conversation that starts as small talk and proves anything but. And if you were born from August 14th to August 22, prepare for the unexpected, the airport line, the bookstore aisle, the moment you reach for the same object and your hands know what your mouth hasn't said yet. However he appears, a single sensation will be shared across all dates, the word finally. Finally the light switch thrown. Finally the sun inside your chest allowed to rise without apology. He does not require you to shrink so he can stand tall. He does not confuse your directness with danger or your passion with volatility. He has done enough of his own inner work to recognize that a powerful woman is a gift, not a threat. With him, intensity is not a problem to be solved, but a current to be channeled. Where others tried to dampen your fire, he will bring kindling and a steady hand. What will change first is your sense of your own range. He won't instruct you to be less. His steadiness will make less feel unnecessary. Suddenly the volume you kept low will climb to the level that actually fits you, and the world won't fracture. It will rearrange around the truth. You may be accustomed to choosing people who needed rescuing, or who told you, subtly or loudly, that you were too much. This time, your pattern breaks. If you've been relegated to second place before, you will feel what it is to be first, without having to audition for the role. If you often tailored your edges to fit, the fit will meet you where you are. He won't manage your life, he will multiply it. And in that multiplication, you will discover parts of yourself you sidelined. Bolder dreams, untried talents, a voice that doesn't wait for permission. He will not co-write your story. He will hand you a clearer pen. That doesn't mean comfort without challenge. He will stretch you in ways that feel like fresh air. Instead of critiquing, he will demonstrate. He lives unapologetically, not as a slogan, but as a practice. In his presence, you will notice where you still dim to keep the peace, and realize that peace has been a code word for self-abandonment. He will mirror your strength back to you so cleanly that the places you have settled begin to itch. You'll stop calling your moderation kindness when it's actually fear. You'll remember that generosity and self-erasure are not the same thing. Everything leading to this moment had purpose. The relationships that cracked your heart were not detours. They were chisels. Each rejection sanded away illusion. Each lonely night taught your nervous system what safety didn't feel like, so that when true safety arrives, it's unmistakable. That is how sculptors work. They remove what isn't the statue. Your soul has been receiving that sculptor's care, even when it felt like loss. And in the interval when faith tried to falter, your future was being threaded together with exquisite precision. There will be something about the way he speaks that rings in your ribcage like truth. The words themselves will be simple. It's the intention that carries power. You won't hear performance, you'll hear presence, and you, famous for courage yet selective with trust, will find yourself sharing unguarded pieces you've never handed to another soul. The shift will not trudge. It will strike, like a switch throwing a room from shadow to day. One breath, the you who manages. Next breath, the you who belongs. Not a new self, but the original one, freed. Let this be the moment you recommit to your heart's sizing. If your life has resembled a castle built with extra rooms for everyone, else and a small attic for your own needs, his arrival will invite a renovation. Walls will move, windows will widen. Notice the instinct to apologize for the construction noise and resist it. The house is yours. And because this is a living message meant to support you through the change, I want to gently ask, right about now midway through the current you're riding, that you tap like on this video. Consider it the ritual of consent, a small public yes that tells your own psyche, I am ready to live lit. It seems minor, it isn't. The symbols we choose shape the roads we find. With him, vulnerability won't feel like exposure. It will feel like oxygen. You have been trained by culture, by family myth, by the memory of past betrayals to carry armor even to sleep. He will not rip it away. He will sit beside you until the weight becomes obvious and you lay it down on your own. Then you will discover something wild. Your tenderness contains its own ferocity. Compassion like yours isn't soft, it's seismic. When you stop guarding it, it stops misfiring. The dramatic storms you were accused of generating will dissolve into weather with a name and a season. He doesn't fear your waves, he anchors you through them, and by mirroring that steadiness, you learn to captain your own tide. Expect the world to notice. People who love you will say you seem taller, even when you're barefoot. Your voice will shift timbre, weaving authority and warmth. New doors will swing open. Not because luck finally found you, but because you are finally knocking on the correct doors with your actual knuckles. Your relationship to recognition will heal. Validation will stop being a scholarship you fight to keep and become a natural consequence of living from center. The paradox blossoms. The less you chase applause, the more the right rooms rise to their feet. He will not pedestal you. He will honor you. Those are different. Pedestals isolate and demand perfection. Honor witnesses delights and tells the truth. He will celebrate your wins with uncomplicated joy. He will hold your disappointments without fix-it fantasies. He will challenge your blind spots without shrinking you to make a point. In that climate, your creativity multiplies. Projects that stagnated start moving. Ideas you shelved as maybe later become right now. Money begins responding to your conviction. Because abundance follows clarity, the way flowers turn toward the sun. Success, for you, has sometimes been a costume you wore because it was expected. This connection will strip theater from achievement. You will work, yes, and you'll shine, but the driving force will shift from proving to expressing. And in that shift, your outcomes will become more precise and less exhausting. You will stop bargaining with the universe. If I dim a little, will you love me more? And discover that the deal was always the reverse. The brighter you burn, the truer your tribe becomes. The clearer your boundaries, the kinder your relationships grow. Real love expands you, not compresses you. With him, you'll feel the difference in your bones. Love as a room with windows on every wall. Pay attention to the preludes. Dreams may carry a figure you can't quite see, yet you'll wake with calm instead of ache. You might feel compelled to attend an event you would normally skip, to walk a different block, to say yes where habit says no. Coincidences will stack, not as parlor tricks, but as compass points. Follow them. Clean one drawer. Cancel a drained-out obligation. Replace self-critique with one moment of precise praise for something you did well today. These small moves tell fate that you're building a landing strip. When the meeting happens, your sense of time will alter. The past will feel like a map of how you got here, not a verdict on what's possible. The future will stop dangling just out of reach and begin arriving through your daily choices. Your presence will change rooms. Family dynamics will tilt toward trust as you stop performing and start relating. Work may pivot in direction, in scope, in the level at which you choose to play, because your ambition will no longer be a secret you whisper to yourself in the shower. It will be the tone you carry through your calendar. Money will feel less like a test and more like a tool, because you will finally remember that wealth is not purely quantity. It is capacity, time, and energy aligned. One of the most healing shifts will be how you relate to beauty and magnetism. Yours. You will stop using them like currencies you have to spend to get what you need. You will stand in them as natural features like a coastline or a mountain range. You will no longer turn your sparkle into bait. You will simply shine, and what is meant for you will be able to locate you at last. The result is quiet, not flashy, less effort, more accuracy. Fewer performances, richer connections. When you look in the mirror, you'll see not just a face you know, but a presence that feels like home. And if part of you is whispering, can it be this simple? The answer is that it is simple in design and brave in practice. The courage required is not loud. It's the steady choice to let yourself be fully seen and to keep choosing that every day after the novelty wears off. Luckily, courage is your native language. You were born fluent. The date approaches and you will feel it. Circles will close. People will exit who needed to exit months ago. Invitations will appear, bearing the exact colors your intuition loves. Your mind will try to explain it. It doesn't have to. The body will know. Breathe there. And because community magnetizes fate, leave a note below with your date of birth and your sign. Your words might be the sign another Leo needed today. Threads of destiny tighten when we speak them into air. All of this is already in motion. Paths are folding toward each other. The conversation you didn't plan to have is stepping closer. The coffee shop where your eyes will meet has already stocked the beans. The playlist that will be your soundtrack is already recorded. Your only task is readiness. Readiness looks like rest when you need it, nourishment that respects your body, a schedule with 2 inches of white space, a refusal to linger where your spirit goes dim. It looks like joy chosen on purpose. It looks like letting your laughter be loud again, and because the days ahead will bring more signs, more synchronicities, more opportunities to choose yourself. Make sure you're here for the guidance that keeps your courage warm. Subscribe to Leo Zodiac now, so the next message reaches you right on time. There's a sequence to these awakenings, and I want you supported for every step. You were never meant to live in almost. You are not a candle, you are a constellation. The man is coming, already mid-journey, already turning his face toward yours, and with him a quantum tilt in the axis of your life. When your moments finally touch, it will feel like 2 stars colliding and building a new sky, the light stretching far beyond the boundaries of the 2 of you to reach every life you're meant to bless. If your chest just answered yes, that's your soul recognizing its own coordinates. Trust that yes. Protect it. Feed it. The threshold is here. Step with your eyes open. Keep your palms uncurled. Let the past be a teacher and not a tether. Let the future be a promise you keep by telling the truth now. And if this message moved you, if it pressed on a door you're ready to open, subscribe to Leo Zodiac so we can walk this road together and tap like before you go. Tiny acts become turning points when they are chosen from the heart. Your new life is not waiting, it is beginning.